This is my persimmon tree that's about 8 years old. And I gotta tell you, it's been one of the most carefree trees that I own. I barely water it unless there's a drought. I usually put some cow manure or some compost, fertilizer around it in the spring before it starts to take off with its growth. It tolerates the heat. At least here in Georgia, I haven't had any problems with bugs. My fruit is generally bug free. Only thing that's eating on it sometime would be maybe this guy here. And as far as the fruit buds, this here, these guys here, these guys here, guy here. From what I can tell, all of the growth or all of the fruit, at least on my tree, is coming from new growth. You can see how you got the green branch here and the new growth and the fruit buds on it. I've read that it's supposed to put some fruit on second year wood and also new growth. I don't see any on the woodier branches, but it doesn't matter because the tree's loaded. And I'm going to have, I mean, look at this. I hope you guys can see all these buds on here. All the guys like this. This branch right here probably has about 20 buds, maybe more. Fortunately, the tree is pretty sturdy. I might have to tap a branch or two later in the season. I'm definitely not going to take any fruit off. I'm going to let this one grow. Look at this branch here. Hope you guys can see if I can focus in a little bit better. There's a lot of fruit on here. Tons of it. And the great thing is, after all my other fruit trees have been harvested, this guy here will still take another month or two later. In October, maybe mid-October, I can start taking some fruit off. And November, December, I'll be taking the rest of it off. I like to have my fruit, or at least my harvest, on my trees spread out from spring to summer to fall. If you can get yourself fruit that's going to give you production for 6 months out of the year, maybe even more, hey, go for it. Your own little food for us. So I hate to keep looking at these guys, but I'm kind of obsessed with it because last year, after a hard frost in early spring, I got nothing out of it. Thank God the tree didn't die, but this year it looks like it's going to make up for it. Now I've heard that persimmon trees, or at least some type of persimmon trees, only produce every other year. But aside from last year, this tree has produced fruit each and every year, ever since the first year I bought it. So, go figure. Another thing about these persimmons, if you see these in the grocery store, it is one of the most expensive fruit in the grocery store. More expensive than apples, pears, grapefruit. I guess the watermelon will be more expensive, but still, watermelon's a lot bigger. These guys here are more expensive than grapes and probably more expensive than cherries and strawberries. So if you get yourself a chance, give it a shot. If you haven't tasted one before, if you see them in the grocery store, buy one or two, taste them, see if you like them. This one here is a Fuyu persimmon. It is non-astringent. And the thing with the persimmons, there's two different varieties. Well, not two different varieties, but some are astringent, some are non-astringent. Astringent ones get like jelly once they're fully ripe, but when they're not ripe, last thing you want to do is bite into one of them because they will make you feel like you're about to choke. It's hard for me to describe the astringent taste, but trust me, you don't want to bite into one. But since this one here is non-astringent, I can actually eat it before it's fully orange because these fruit will turn orange, and I can eat it before they turn completely orange, and they taste super sweet. They will get softer as they ripen more and turn fully orange, but even then they aren't like the astringent ones where they turn to like a jelly-like structure. So if you get a chance, try some of these guys. They're absolutely fantastic.